We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Bert Blyleven gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Now the 2-0 home. 2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
2-0 now. High in the air out to center field. Hunter's got a read on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ted Williams.
Next up for the Red Sox, Ted Williams. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one, and as you can see, it's not been the case of late. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
The 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Carl Yastrzemski would be next. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Now batting, Carl Yastrzemski. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's up.
Williams, the runner at first with two gone. That misses. 2-0. Drilled to first. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, one of the things that makes it so tough to pitch is you consistently have to make good pitches. Even on 2-0, you just can't lay one right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to nip a corner right there, but hats off, challenging 2-0 in a fastball count. He came and got some.
Into the box, Fred Lynn, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The set and the 1-1. Two down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Boston strands a couple, and now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Chris Sale will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Torrey Hunter is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two and two.
2-2.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 289 is the average coming in. 5 homers and 17 RBIs. The 1-0 home.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
1-2 now.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
Betts has a read on it. 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, Roy Seaver.
Now at the plate, Roy Seaver. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Sale into the windup. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And he misses with it. 1-1. Liner in there for a base hit.
Well, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's out.
The 1-0 home. High chopper to third. Boggs has it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota. We are still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, David Ortiz. Now the pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Rico Petrocelli. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Olivo will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting it, the catcher, number 27.
Ready now, Carlton Fisk. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
0-1 pitch on its way. Breaking ball called just a bit low. slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Now at the plate, Bobby Doerr. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. From the stretch. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. The 1-0. Left side. Scooped up. Dozier. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Bob Allison. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Bob Allison.
First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder. Sale has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Gary Coyote, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. That average pushing up near 350 now. 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 1-2.
2-2.
Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Tony Belibo, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Sale has his target. First pitch on its way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
1-2.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Lynn is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Ready for another chance? Wade Boggs. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hunter's got a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Next for the Red Sox.
One gone here in the Boston third. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the 1-0. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Third inning, no score to this point. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Ted Williams waits on deck. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Striding in for Boston, Ted Williams. He drew a walk his first time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep and out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
And as we take another look at that one on Show Track, the story behind that home run was speed, and the speed with which it was launched off the bat. Didn't have a ton of height on it, but 113 miles an hour, an impressive exit velocity.
So now to the plate, Carl Yastrzemski. Left side, but well foul. A base hit in his first trip. Hard hit at third. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in for his second at bat, Fred Lynn. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
0-1 the count. Here it comes. Two out, nobody on.
1-1.
Lined hard down the line and right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 2-0 Boston.
We're just about set to go here as the Twins come to bat in the third inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. At the start of the day, they are one of the best teams in the league at getting on base and then stealing bases. Some of the players told me earlier that their philosophy is to always apply pressure. Whether they're in the batter's box or running the bases, they want to keep the opposing pitchers and defense right on their toes. It's an interesting mix of patience and aggressiveness, but it works well for them, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
For the Twins, the catcher.
Digging in, Joe Mauer, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Jorge.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Polanco is really a unique kind of hitter. He bats from both sides of the plate, but what makes him so special is his ability to hit for power from both sides.
Yeah, and this is a manager's dream. This does not come down the pike too often. Even in today's game with the best 750 players in the world, there are very few players with the skill set that this guy possesses.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
In is Torrey Hunter. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They trail it here 2-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Next will be the designated hitter, David Ortiz. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
The 1-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Rico Petrocelli. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Petroselli stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. This is his first year at the big league level. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Dozier ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Striding in once again, Carlton Fisk. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And you can see on the graphic there he currently leads the Red Sox in that department. Standing in now, Bobby Doerr. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Wade Boggs. And it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is usually your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, something to keep an eye on if he remains in the game much longer. Line toward the alley in left center. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, there you go. Another hit surrendered, and I think he's just run into a wall out there on the mound. These batters aren't looking like they're getting fooled anymore.
Here's Mookie Betts as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Two and one now to Mookie. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. But that'll be off the right field wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. Two well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Dave Boswell answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Ted Williams, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 3 runs already home here. Ground ball foul down the left side. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate, where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
At the plate, Carl Yastrzemski, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Boswell was born in Maryland. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. The 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. That's popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
To the plate now, Fred Lynn popped him up. Mauer is there. And that retires the side. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Red Sox on top, 7-0. Brian Dozier at the plate. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Roy Seaver, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Seaver, 30 years of age. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
3-1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Hit to short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, Max Kepler. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Fouled away. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Ready for another shot now. David Ortiz. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
David Ortiz.
First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting, the shortstop, Rico Petrocelli.
Digging in to try it again, Rico Petrocelli. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Into the box, Carlton Fisk, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Struck him out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate now, Bobby Doerr, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fouled off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
The 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. The 1-2.
2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2 out with the man at first. And he fouls this one off. And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
Red Sox leave 1, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now in the box, Bob Allison. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That elevated fastball right there, That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled away. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Ground ball left side.
Boggs fields it cleanly.
And there's one down now.
Now batting. The third
In
baseman,
now, Gary Coyote comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. One out, nobody on. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Door onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Digging in, Tony Olivo. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball outside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Sales ready. The 2-2 pitch.
Count full.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. There's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Stepping up now, Joe Mauer, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball. 1-1.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field.
Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
In to score is the runner from first.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, making the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. To 1-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Twins 1. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Wade Boggs. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Counts even 2-2 to Boggs. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, as with 1 away he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And there to take this one is Hunter, and that's out number 2. Ted Williams will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way.
Yeah.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Twins 1. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Corey Hunter. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man.
2-1.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1.
Ball, that's high.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And the count will be full. Fouled off. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this finds the wall over near the 339 sign. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
In now, Brian Dozier, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
No one out with a runner at second. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. He'll wind up lasting just one out into the sixth inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Derek Lowe will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 32, Derek Lowe.
Standing in now, Roy Seaver, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit hard up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1, here's the pitch.
1-1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with one down. Again, he sends it out of play. Swing and a miss got him reaching.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
So now to the plate, Bob Allison, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. Lowe playing here in his age 29 season. This is his first year at the big league level. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We're through 6 full. The Red Sox are out in front 7-2. Digging in and looking for more, Carl Yastrzemski.
First baseman, Carl Yastrzemski.
Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. It's a changeup offered at and missed.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Hit hard to third. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Stepping into the box, Fred Lynn, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
That miss, that's the ball. Yeah! Ball.
One out, nobody on. Fastball well outside.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Into the box, David Ortiz. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Polanco. On to first, and there are 2 down. At the plate, Rico Petrocelli. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0 now.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
Strike called, 2-1. Hit hard toward the right side, and this will kick off the base of the wall.
Boy, D-Row, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-2.
Nope. Ball. 2-2.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Allison will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Twins 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to go as the third baseman, Gary Coyote.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Sent on the ground out to second, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So they're striding forward now. Tony Olivo 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Softly hit toward the hole. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Joe Mauer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly can.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
At the plate, Jorge Polanco, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Reined in, and he's safe.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch.
No, ball.
2 men are on with 2 men out. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
1-2 now.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Josh Beckett answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Brian Dozier will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the belt, the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And he falls behind 0-2. Two out, bases loaded. Fouled away. Here's another 0-2. Another one sent foul. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Loud contact by Dozier, and a ball with carry to left field. Williams is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Ready to begin the 8th, and set to go is the second baseman, Bobby Doerr.
Second baseman, Bobby Doerr.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Olivo has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Wade Boggs. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First delivery to him on the way. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready once again, Mookie Betts. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. First offering on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
1-0.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
2 out, nobody on. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. The 3-1. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Settling in now, Ted Williams, man at first after the 2-out walk. Has a look, now the pitch. 2 out with the man at first. And that misses 1-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Roy Seaver.
The first baseman.
Here it comes.
Seaver.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Door moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Max Kepler. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
The next twin up, Bob Allison. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. And another foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Right side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hats off to that one. Down go the Twins in order. Still 8-2. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the veteran first baseman Carl Yastrzemski. Here it comes. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Fred Lynn. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Stepping in now, David Ortiz. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 delivery. And that's too high, ball 2.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
The 2-0 is taken, strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Twins 2. Striding in to start the 9th, Gary Coyote, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No offer at that one. It's a called strike.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Fouled off. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now, Tony Olivo. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Up next for Minnesota,
Up next for Minnesota, Joe Mauer, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First delivery to him on the way.
That missed. That's the ball. 1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Three and 0 as that misses up and in. Jorge Polanco would be next. 2 out, nobody on. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball inside.
A runner on first with 2 away. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
And that's over. 2-1. Popped him up. He's got it, and the Red Sox have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
8-2 tonight's final. The Bo Sox led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Chris Sale earns the win, his 2nd. Bert Blyleven permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Twins, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.